Yeah, what if you could empty your opponent's hand on turn 5? Surely that would win you the game, right? Surely if they ran out of cards, you'd be able to win the game. That's what we're going to explore in today's video with this brand new card from the brand new mini set. This is Battle at the End Time, a dual class quest for Hunter and Warlock. For this one, you got to fill your hand and then you got to empty it. If you do, you get Tick and Tock, a 5-man 8/8 that's going to fill your hand with this battle cry. And then when it dies, is going to empty the opponent's hand, creating the ultimate card advantage swing. You've got 10 cards in hand, they have 0. Surely you win a game like that, especially because with this deck, you can actually pull this off really consistently on turn 5. Now, they don't always kill it on like their turn 5 or whatever. But you can play it on turn 5, maybe turn 6, sometimes turn 7 or whatever. You're discarding their entire hand. That's actually crazy consistent in this deck thanks to King Malik. This makes it super easy to discard your hand, and stuff like Wilderness Pack and Monkey Business actually make it super easy to fill your hand. So really easy to get this down super quick. The problem you'll encounter, and you'll see in this video at least once, maybe twice, depending on how many losses I include, is that sometimes emptying the opponent's hand doesn't really do anything because there's so much card draw and card generation in Hearthstone that, like, you empty it next turn, they're back at 3 or 4 cards, no problem. They still have plenty of stuff to do, and ultimately, you have to follow up as well and actually be able to turn the corner and win the game, which I'm not going to tell you this deck is perfectly constructed to do that, but I tried to create a little bit of a mix of consistently hitting your combo, so having like discovers and tutors to find your Malik as soon as possible, along with some like late game bombs basically to follow up after you kind of get everything down. It does work sometimes. I did win a few games, as you're going to see in this video. You can pull it off and create some nice advantageous scenarios. Often though, it can backfire even when it works. On top of that, a lot of the times you play a TikTok and you're dead because the opponent spent the first 4 or 5 turns just hitting you and you haven't really stabilized enough. Theoretically, alien encounters could help you stabilize a bit, but usually doesn't, and you just kind of fall over dead. And that's why it's looking like this is not going to be a great archetype, or perhaps even a good, perhaps not even a bad archetype. It's going to be terrible. It looks like it might be really awful unless somebody comes along and just completely cracks the code on this deck list, which I don't really see happening. Maybe there's a chance this is like tier 4, but at the moment, from what I can tell, this looks like absolute meme territory because it's just really not a definitive enough win condition, at least not in Hunter. Maybe there's some stuff in Warlock that's like a little bit more late game oriented, but I still think that could prove to be a challenge as well. So at the end of the day, super fun idea, super cool to see like a dual class quest and all that. As far as competitiveness, I don't have a lot of faith in that. I'm gonna let this video run, see what you guys think, see if you can see some opportunities to improve this deck list and play lines, whatever. Maybe there's a chance, but I don't think it's a very good one. Hey, Malik in hand means I don't even need Houndmaster, dude. We'll just keep it. So now it's really just about anything that fills the hand, which Master's Call is really not about. This is just Discover Synergy, another way to find Malik. You could probably, I don't know if you need this, because like Houndmaster's so good at finding it. There's lots of tracking already. I don't know. I think that would be the first card I'd cut if I was going to cut a card. I'm not actually sure what I'd put in its place just yet, but obviously you're never hitting all 3, which means this is not ever really very good at filling the hand. It's just about tutoring, or not even tutoring, just discovering, just discovering. We have the tutor, which is Houndmaster. Yeah, Niall for 3. Yeah, that's great. We like turn 3 Niall. This can help me find a way to fill the hand more easily. We find Monkey Business, we find Patchwork Pals, we find Wilderness Pack, all of which are pretty good. Opponent is oh my god, the opponent is Imbue Rogue. I didn't even see. That's so sick. Oh my god, that's really cool. I like that a lot. Okay, they're also running Lane. That's pretty much gonna fill the hand. Yeah, if I coin next turn with Malik, it will fill the hand, right? Yeah, okay. I don't want to do it this turn because then we'll go down to 4 up to 9. We need to do it next turn. So we go Wilderness Pack, whenever. then coin Malik, and your quest is ready to go on turn 5. It is crazy to me how often this happens on turn 5. Like, it doesn't win you the game necessarily just because it happens, for the record. Like, that's not suddenly a sure thing or anything, but okay, thankfully we can kill this Chromie because she is kind of spooky. So hit here, Wilderness Pack fills the hand, coin Malik, discards the hand. We've got bananas, we got a 5/6, we've got Tick and Tock next turn for an 8/8. Like, this is rapid timing. It's honestly, like, in some ways you almost think to yourself, like, I wish the opponent had more cards in hand. Like, in essence, it really doesn't really maybe matter. 0 is 0, I guess. It is more total cards lost from a, like, you know, portion of their deck standpoint, but it's really often more about the timing windows. That is an insane hit. There is no way you rewind that. That's nuts. Totally insane hit. That's a pretty good card too, man. Another imbue hit. All right, so Tick and Tock's not dying, obviously, but we don't care. Hand is full. That's the good news. Fire Axe, cool. A little far off, though. You know, the one problem I kind of had with this deck, I built a few versions earlier, and I didn't have the full Discover package. Like, I wanted stuff like Alien Encounters, so I had, like, survivability and, like, stuff to kind of fill my turns almost, you know? I just basically needed things to do. Garona. I am not holding King Lane. Wow, dude, that was a baller move. Like, that's actually kind of a cool counter to this in a weird way, right? Like, hey, they drew 10 cards. Good chance they've got King Lane. Maybe I'll burn it. No, I didn't burn it either. Yeah, I mean, I think we just start trading here because we're getting, like, a little scared of our life total. Not, like, super scared, but a little scared, maybe. Rangari tracking here puts us at the right number of cards. Alien Encounters is probably our best bet. I mean, I can just take King Lane now, right? Like, I don't know. Doesn't really matter, right? If I discover here, it just doesn't really do anything, right? That's the weird thing here. Draws a card. I'm just like, my hand is too full. You know, I got too much to do and not really anything good to do is the weird thing. Because I just got a hand size problem. This does not actually draw anything. So this could be a way to dump a card. I don't know. I think I'm just going to do the boring, not fancy thing here. Throw away the Wilderness Pack, or do you just banana? Probably just banana, right? Yeah. Buff the card that you care about on board here. It is like kind of not a great turn, but the important thing is like Tick and Tock got damaged. So now suddenly, you know, we can turn this on next turn probably. Although currently I'd have to banana one of the opponent's minions, which is fine. It'd be worth it 100%. Alternatively, could just maybe start turning face as well. That's another side angle here. Blessing of the Bronze. Scrappy Scat. See, this is my hesitation with this hero power, right? Is like the result you're getting, it's like, oh, Bob's pretty great. Man, Bob's annoying, dude. That's the Scrappy Scavenger card is a Bob, dude. God dang, that's a good hit, man. I'm annoyed. I just like banana my scrungguck a lot. Sounds like a dirty phrase. No, I'm gonna banana my scrungunk. Oh my god, Regis, don't banana your scrungunk, dude. That's gross. These don't do anything, so I'm just gonna throw them in to get hand space, basically. Oh, you absolute idiot. You complete goon, moron, absolute goon. You absolute goon. I was literally going to throw them away to hit the button. I am the scrungunk. This is basically what my brain looks like. Or perhaps a scrungunk has snacked on my brain. I currently look like an out of focus blob. But I am so stupid. I forgot these imbued. It's fine when you do it early to find your Malik and then you Nael, but I don't want to go in the other direction. It's not that we necessarily really need the Discover that much. That was the whole point of the turn, was to create hand space for the Rangari button hit, and I'm an idiot. And that's all. So they froze out Tick and Tock another turn here, right? I just noticed this rewind says rewind the cards effect. It's not a card. It should say rewind the effect or something, right? Or could just say, you know, rewind it. Blood Mage Thalnos. Okay, so they are like dumping their hand a lot here because they know at this stage that Tick and Tock can just die, or might literally die to the rewind here. Yeah, might die to the daggers. So like, let's just throw the hand. It did not die. Are they gonna kill it off though? Like I wouldn't. If they don't kill it off, I could kill the Thalnos first, right? And then yeah, they are going to. They only lose 3 cards. They actually kind of got out of that without too much problem, you know. I would say that was really not so bad for them. So now for me, it's like, what do I want to do? Marin's not quite ready yet. We probably just go for like bananas and trades here. Just kill the 2 big guys. Then they're kind of out of stuff to do. How much do I need for that? 3 each is 6. I got 2 mana left over. Ugh. Guess you could throw in a Rangari and a fetch. Yeah. Again, not the most interesting turn we've ever taken. Clearly. You also kind of want to go for 1 more banana on this so that it lives. You don't have to. Maybe you leave it alive and just trade this one down, right? Maybe that's better. You don't need double value trades. Just leave more health on the good card, right? Yeah, I mean, again, unfortunately not the strongest play. Maybe you just go banana here too to keep these alive. I do have a discover, so like I can get extra stuff. At some point soon, we'll probably want to pivot in to kill Jaden. Now, hopefully the top decks here just keep them in check. You know, they do have another card on the Thalnos, so they're not going to be totally in check. And they're generating stuff, of course, here too. Hopefully they don't find awesome things like another Bob. I know that wasn't off the hero power, but you get the idea. What is this at? 3 or less? I mean, at this stage, they have so much mana and not that many cards that the discount's probably just meaningless. Oh my god, that's an insane hit, though. Bro, this hero power is selling me, man. I like it. It's cool. You gotta figure out how to kill that now, and it's not actually that trivial. What the heck, dude? What the heck, dude? Bird watching hit me anything I care about? Murazond. Kind of a neat idea. If their hand is empty, that was the theory anyway. Baron is just not there yet. Wilderness Pack, I mean, might be okay. I don't know. Can I get an alien encounters? Here's the Murazond. Maybe next turn? Bro, I thought this stayed on board. I thought it was like it. Ah, yeah. Don't be lame again. Kill Jaden? Too late, right? Creature of Madness is kind of boring now. Tracking? I don't even know. I'm just going to take 9 here. I'm doing nothing this entire turn. This seems crazy. Doesn't seem right. I like that I have some extra fatigue protection here in a weird way. Charge. Why not? Trade it in. All right, so next turn's Murazond, man. I don't know, dude. Against a rogue, I do kind of believe in it, to be honest, because like how well could they really clear the board? Like at any rush or taunt, I kind of believe in it, right? I can even throw in 1 extra banana. Oh crap, I believe in it a little less. Oh my god, their hero power is actually hitting such crazy cards. It's hitting such crazy cards. I don't think I have a choice though, right? Like I have to do this. I'm just screwed by these guys. It's gonna be too big. I gotta get so many taunts. I gotta get so many taunts and rush. Draco Rex! I could give him a banana! Oh, this is so clutch! Oh, that might actually make the difference because now they're only gonna have like 16 off the dudes. You know, it may not be enough. They're gonna, oh, that's still not enough to kill me next turn though. They may just have to trade in here. Oh my god. Oh my god, Murazond, you beautiful son of a gun. Draco Rex made this all we would be dead if that 8 attack guy obviously could have hit for 1 billion with the weapon in particular, right? Did they have that last turn? Maybe not. I don't know. Prep, flashback. Those suck. Okay. I mean, that's their rewind card, right? So it's just some random dude. They gotta trade in, right? Or they're gonna die, because Oh, that's a pretty good card, actually. Yeah, they got to trade in here. Oh, that means the 2-1 will just kill that guy now, though. Which means Draco Rex can also just clear the board. Does Draco Rex have to survive his attack? Well, I don't even know. It doesn't matter. They're probably just dead. I got to check lethal math, too, because we have bananas, right? I don't know what our math was, but they were going to be very close to being dead. Not that it mattered. Like, if we cleared the board, clearly it looks like a game over anyway. Dude, that game was nuts. I don't even know. Well, Murazon won the game, legit. Was the quest good? It didn't really discard that many cards from them. You know, with the 8/8 on board, the Bob kind of did buy them a turn, and they kind of worked around it really well. I would say it was okay. I don't know. It's fine, I guess. All right, we're definitely gonna hard mulligan for Malik and crew. I could keep bananas, but without Malik, I don't think they help. It's a little easier to get the handful, I think, than it is to get the Malik. I mean, not particularly hard to get Malik, I guess, either, but, you know. You have multiple paths to getting the handful. You just have one Malik. Hopefully not super aggro paladin here. If it's oh boy. Yeah, little token paladin stuff's gonna murder me. I don't have a chance to survive. In time Murazon would be sick if it was like 4 mana. Maybe we'd have a shot. At 9, I think that is just impossibly late. Maybe if we get some alien encounters down on time, somehow there's a possibility here. Could go Rangari, bird watching here. Rangari Creature of Madness might also just be better because it's 2 bodies on board. I mean, these are gonna get buffed anyway, so it's not perfect, but sometimes you find a good, like, oh, taunt and +1/+1 on this is kind of cool. Niall, typically a card we do love, to be honest. Taunt and +1/+1. A 2/6 versus a 3/4 taunt. 2/6 is probably a little better, yeah. I don't know. 2 of these in a row enough? I doubt it. Honestly, still seems like not enough. Maybe if they don't have buffs on these just yet and I can actually trade in on some of this stuff. Seems incredibly aligned. Oh, this might be more aura. Okay, maybe not as aggro-y. Okay, they're trading in too, so maybe we have a brief window here, actually. Now we can maybe just go Houndmaster plus bird watching. I'm not as feeling as much pressure now, so now we can actually go for like regular wing condition, right? Bird watching. We're gonna discard whatever we get here. So creature, because Malik, right? We're just playing I gotta fill the hand first. I mean, I guess there's maybe a window where we play this just to get more cards. We kind of want to find like Monkey Business or Wilderness Pack now. I kind of wish I'd gone for the Niall if we'd known, right? Now Niall seems like it'd be a lot better. But we do have some moments here. Aura Paladin, it would be sick if we could like dump their big guy. Why can't I think of the guy's name? It's not Mechgineer, it's Gelbin Mechathork. I keep thinking Mechgineer Thermoplug, but that's the bad guy. Gelbin Mechathork is the good guy. I know my World of Warcraft lore. I mean, I actually sort of do. It's funny. I probably know WoW lore better than Marvel stuff. All the Marvel Snap people are shocked how little I know about the obscure Marvel characters. Anyway. Yeah, Niall's a 3/8. That's pretty sweet. I mean, yeah, we're kind of just playing like a Discover Hunter game plan in the meantime, right? Alien encounters super cheap next turn. I still need that like Wilderness Pack, so maybe like Hero Power Wilderness Pack Malik could be a thing if we have enough. I gotta math it out, but yeah. Opponent obviously has the Elise location. Could maybe make Elise fit in this deck, but I don't know. Like, Elise is such a strong card. Like, I get it. If you make room for Elise, like, you know, you'd have to add an 8 in here and a 0, basically. I totally wouldn't say, hey, you're wrong. I do think sometimes people maybe stretch the Elise unnecessarily, though. I don't know. Hard to identify that opportunity cost sometimes. So, Raptors here, do let them trade in if they want, but it's nothing crazy. Does the spell help? Not quite, no. Not this turn anyway, unless it's crazy cheap. Is there a 1-mana paladin weapon they can coin into? Got it, right? Nesting raptor. It's funny, like, it's like in a chill nest, you know, but it's also got like clothes on. You know, like it's not just like from the wild, you know what I mean? It's got like legit clothes on. So monkey business fills the hand, gives me pretty crazy buff. Do we buff these first, I guess, and then dump the alien encounters? Probably, yeah. Makes sense to me. Banana next. Then you go here. Again, Malik's gonna basically discard all this stuff, so just throw away what you don't want. And I think that we just go face, right? Like, at least does not trade very well. Like, we're just so hand got filled. Next turn we go Malik plus 3 bananas, or you could play like a 3-drop first, I guess, or whatever, 3 bananas, something, right? But I don't think you do Mariner kill Jaden, do you? I mean, you could do kill Jaden into Malik. You're delaying everything by a whole nother turn, though. I think I'd rather just get the thing going. They still have coins, so Gelbin is definitely a threat either way. Oh, that's an insanely powerful play right now, too. Jeez. So effective at clearing my board. I mean, the good news is, like we said, we get a good reset. I guess we just go +1/+1 on this. Do you go poisonous? I think you go poisonous, actually, don't you? Just to trade into the big Gelbin or whatever, right? Give you a way to trade. Give you a way to interact. Oh, I forgot you're getting both. Oh my god. What? Either way, it's gonna die to raptors, I'm realizing. Like, poisonous doesn't help. I don't know about this. Poisonous might have been wrong. It doesn't matter. Raptors kill it at 6. Maybe just going for 2 buffs is the right play so that you you know, so that you survive the raptors. Because now I don't have an answer to Gelbin, really. I mean, Gelbin summons a lot of stuff too sometimes, but next turn it's Tick and Tock and maybe bananas to help me clear up if I want to. I guess the poison does make them prioritize the little guy over the big guy here. So like in theory, oh, maybe no Gelbin yet. Okay, sick. I like that. That's great news. That gives me a lot of time. The little idiot righteous protector though is gonna make it hard to kill Tick and Tock potentially. Are hunters running some way to kill this guy? Like, I just didn't think of one, if there is one. I mean, I'm sure there's a neutral card that could do something, but probably not great. There's like the octopus or something, I would guess. You could do that. There's like a warrior octopus card too, right? What's that one called? Does that destroy one of yours or not? I can't remember. I don't know. Either way, we're just letting it ride. See how buggy we can make the hands. Bug it out. There it goes. What is a self-targeted play here? I don't know. Did you see? Bugged out? Did I bug out because of this? Did I make myself DC? No, I seem chill. Do I go for bananas or do I just go for discover? Like, I'm gonna draw a full hand anyway. Let's just see what we draw, I guess, right? That's step number 1. Master's Call garbage, Wilderness Pack garbage, Monkey Business garbage, Tracking pretty much garbage. Ringari we could probably play. Nael is just kind of a free 3/4 here, I think. Yeah, that's good. More bodies on board is useful for you to get through like righteous protectors and stuff. I don't know if the client's bugged out or the opponent's DC'd or what, dude. I don't know. I hope they're back. I don't want to lose this fun game, dude. Oh, they're back. Nice. Just a weird glitch. They could have hero powered at the very least. It seemed like they wanted to play that card though. True Silver Champion, sick. That's a great hit on the poison there. I again do not have an easy way to kill him at Tick and Tock. If I did, it would be so sick for Murazond here to like trade it off, you know, and then like they have an empty hand, so it's hard for them to take advantage of the Murazond. Blowtorch Saboteur is sick. A 4/3. A little better for the Murazond to trade it, or the Tick and Tock to trade into, but still not quite enough. Patchwork Pals, huh? I guess you just go for a Bob Freeze here, right? Seems pretty great. I think you still trade in and start to soften up the Tick Tock. so that you can kill it off, right? In other words, like I probably hit the Divine Shield here. In some ways, sending 11 to face does not, or 8 to face does not seem insane to me either, I'll be honest. Or even more with bananas, I guess, right? Boy, I don't know, dude. You just dump a bunch of bananas face? I don't think that's right. I think I want to do the Murazon thing, man. I don't know. I think I just want to do the Murazon thing. It's really funny. It may not actually be our best line, but it's really funny. So now we can presumably kill off. They may decide to as well, right? They may decide like, hey, I need to just deal with this while I have a kind of control, like play some cards and then, but it's hard for them to play cards too. Like Bob freezing them out here is actually really advantageous in that regard as well. I don't know if Murazon's gonna feel safe or not though, because like, I just, you know, like we've already got a board. I can't really trade off that effectively. I might just decide to go face again too. Oh, Crusader Aura, but the board is locked. Pretty good with your Terror Run, I guess, still. That's only with low damage on the front end, but I mean, really good with Terror Run. So I guess we kill the 4/3. Maybe trade in a little so that Crusader Aura doesn't completely just murder me. Do you go Murazon, though? I don't think you can with this many guys on board and Crusader Aura up, right? The empty hand doesn't really matter if Crusader Aura is live. I think you gotta save the Murazon for desperation. Can I just get lethal with Monkey Business? We have 18 right now. Oh, never mind. Their hand is gone. Okay. They killed it off for us. All right. Can you Murazon? Boy, I don't think so, right? It's too many guys. I think you're just dead on board if you Murazon, right? So do you maybe like Huffer and Leok? Hand size a little weird. Monkey Business adds 8 to board. That's 18, so not a lethal setup. Bananas don't really help me here. God, I need like alien encounters, really. It's like almost guaranteed, man. Fyrax's cool for later, too. I mean, this has to be the play, right? Do you take a Huffer here in the middle? Can I guarantee a Huffer? Or do I have hand size problems? Maybe you just buff. Maybe you just buff a lot. I think you just buff a lot. 6 seems like a pretty magic number on these right now. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. One more. Perfect. No! That takes forever, by the way. I had it. I was a half a second late, maybe. So that's a pretty good board development. So now, you know, we just try to tank a turn, basically. 6 is really just a good breakpoint, I guess, for the hero attack. I'm not sure it's super meaningful on board, because they kind of go 3 and 3 on board pretty easily. But just denying the weapon seems good. Weapon +1 now feels more awkward for them. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they're definitely like top deck mode still. This is a, I guess a random, crewmate and a random top deck. I mean, a Gelbin still instantly puts them in the game, but, you know, that's hard. I lost my Kill Jaden, so I don't have, you know, infinite value anymore. I just need to win the game here in a minute, which, I don't know. We're close on maybe monkeys and like Huffers and bananas and stuff, right? Like there's a lot of ways to get lethals here. Huffer was hard from a hand size standpoint. We're going to be at 9. We go down to 8. I need to dump another card first, right? It's weirdly hard to dump enough cards. I mean, maybe not weird. That's how we built the deck, right? But isn't it just going to be really hard for them here top decking one card? I feel like they're just, yeah, I think maybe they just threw the phone in the garbage kind of thing. Hope they didn't DC like earlier. It feels like they probably just threw the phone in the garbage, though. So we just probably load up on bananas here and call it a day, right? If you use Wilderness Pack, do you get more bananas? We're gonna have 9 anyway. I think it's, maybe you technically do, but I think it's enough, right? We have 1,000,000 points. I'm really way too lazy to count. it's definitely enough. Yeah, I don't know if this was a phone in the garbage game. Hopefully not a DC. I mean, I think they were in a really tight spot regardless, right? Nice. Yeah. Yeah. All right, Houndmaster guarantees we find Malik on time, and Pack guarantees we can fill the hand on time too, I think. So we're pretty much good to go here. The problem is we're playing against a Shaman who will murder us on time. The issue is when you get murdered before you achieve your goals. That's going to be a tough one. And my video is now demonetized for saying murder so much. Why is he saying murder over and over again? Regis, stop saying murder. Yeah, no, I think we're on the way. This is a good slow start at least. Okay. Oh, Monkey Business also fantastic at filling them. And I think either way, Wilderness Pack achieves the goal, but because Pack next turn we're gonna have 6 other cards in hand, so that certainly will do it. Pull us down to 5, up to 5. We could even like play another thing afterwards. The problem is the other thing played doesn't usually help you much. Maybe if this minion sticks, Monkey Business is just way better though. I think you just coin Monkey Business, right? Because you're at 7, so you go down to 5. Yeah, this is just fine too. No reason not to use coin because Malik's gonna discard everything anyway. Right? Gives you a clean hit on the Acolyte, so it doesn't get too much upside from all their little whirlwindy stuff. So hand is full. Malik means hand is empty. Turn 5 Tick and Tock. It's crazy the regularity that the turn 5 Tick and Tock lands. It's happening. Maybe, well, I mean, with coin games, it's got to be coin, I guess. I don't know if it's got to be, but it's usually with coin. It's happening shockingly regularly though, honestly. Like I'm stunned how quickly it's hitting everything. You know, more often than not. Is that fair to say? Maybe, I don't know. With coin, it's happening, it seems, every time. So that's 50-50, I guess. I feel like I've been hitting coin a fair bit. So the crazy thing is, too, like, Malik's not a bad play on this turn, you know? That's the other side of it, is it's halfway decent. That's a fantastic play, though, unfortunately. I am going to die. I don't have a choice, but opponent's about to hit for 17. Real quick, and I honestly don't have great ways to kill that. Oh, Bob next turn's pretty sick though. I can maybe just freeze them out. They have a hex. Do not tell me they have a hex right now. Do not tell me they have a hex. They're targeting that with something. What is that? No! Top deck hex. We are absolutely screwed. We are absolutely screwed. I will say the kind of crazy thing is though, in a weird way, like if you look, we didn't actually really like sacrifice that much. We're still screwed, like, let's be clear, like, we're clearly unable to win this game. But if you look closely, like, you don't really sacrifice that much. In other words, I gave up some cards in hand. They're technical resources, but, you know, I just swapped them out for new ones. So in the scheme of things, it's just like I have the same random pool of cards I had before. You know, yeah, we saw what they were, but it doesn't matter. If you just give me 10 random cards in hand, it's right back where we started. In fact, I kind of changed bananas into, like, Marin and real cards in a way. So, I don't know. I mean, we're definitely dead. We don't have any board collisions. So let's just go ahead and buff the Muradin a lot. That's funnier. The Hex is clearly a great win. So in a strange way, you could almost ask yourself, like, with this game plan, is it a way to just transform bananas into real cards? Screw discarding the opponent's stuff. You know, can you do it in not, like, maybe you sacrifice too much tempo, you know, as we perhaps did. I think if they didn't have Muradin in this game, you know, certainly the Hex is its own problem, but Muradin was maybe really the #1 problem. We might have still been in a decent spot minus the Hex. If they'd hexed without Muradin, I mean, like, maybe this is a winnable game. Perhaps the 1-2 punch is too much. Is there any card here that screws them? Wouldn't that be funny? Hey, that's not right. You got a flying 5/5 that turned into another flying 5/5. Not cool. Not cool. Hey, that's my first loss with this deck, actually. It goes to show that, like, a turn 5 Tick and Tock is not an automatic win condition. I mean, maybe not even a good one, to be honest, but, you know, either way. All right. This is not really the strongest win condition hand, but I'll definitely keep a Creature of Madness just to have something to do always. Wilderness Pack gets us closer. All right. Battle at the end time. How cool. Multi-class. Huh. They call it multi-class instead of dual class. I've never noticed that on the hover before. Also, it says multi-class 2. I guess stuff from like Main Streets of Gadget's like multi-class 3. Yeah. There was another more recent example of that, but I can't remember what it was. What was the more recent multi-class example? It's not that long ago. We've always called it dual class. I feel like it's even been called dual class in official communications and stuff too, so not just us, but whatever. All right, we like Creature of Madness. +1/+1 with Divine Shield Wind Fury is pretty cool. I don't actually hate the 8 cost. I guess the 8 cost minion hand does often get just discarded if the game goes to plan though, right? So we'll choose +1/+1 probably. I mean, Divine Shield Poison is also kind of sweet if I think about it though. Even the Wind Fury is not bad, depending on if the opponent goes for boards or not. I mean, I'm definitely not an aggressive deck, so if I think about it, Poisonous is probably just better as a slower deck here. We don't currently have the hand filling or the Malik action. Master's Call could certainly help me find it, but in the meantime, we can just do this whole thingy here. Niall is also really good at finding stuff, so let's do that. This is pretty good at filling the hand, and this is certainly very good at filling hands. So we're really just looking for Malik first and foremost. And beyond that, we're actually looking for stuff that we don't mind discarding, weirdly. So, you know, Master's Call, I don't really need, you know, beyond, you know, just like Hero Power and everything else already. So I guess we just take stuff that we just happily discard. Like, I don't want to discard a Marin, so I should probably go the other route, right? This also very good at filling the hand, by the way. No Malik. I can take more Rangari Scouts, I guess. What are we at? 9? Here, I guess you go Master's Call again, looking for Malik. There's the Malik. Okay, nice. That also is going to fill the hand here. So now we just play Malik next turn. That does mean I can kind of just coin into something here. Maybe it's honestly just Alien Encounters right now. Yeah. Base for 2, baby. Let's go. Check that armor. So yeah, it's Malik. We're not playing the guy yet, of course, until turn 7. But Malik plus... well, I guess you'd go Rangaris, because anything else, Wilderness or Patchwork, they're all just going to get discarded anyway. Or you could just, I guess, go Malik Bananas if you wanted to, yeah. Bananas might just be better. Put him on the Wind Fury guy if he lives, which it looks like he's going to, right? Yeah, I think you just like Banana better. All right, well, yeah, I mean, it's not the fastest. Like, it's definitely possible to do this on turn 5. I've done it. This is like my 3rd iteration of this list. The other 2 had fundamentally stupid design problems, namely having extra beasts and I don't know, just a couple dumb things. So I know from previous games, I don't know if they'll make it in the video, but it's actually, I've hit it on turn 5 like 3 times already, which is crazy. Yeah, let's just go Bananas. I think that's fine. Did we kill Elise or not? Did we also discover it even? I don't know. I don't think you need to discover because you're going to fill your hand with Tick and Tock, right? So no need to discover. I guess you... Sure, let's kill Elise. Like, again, we're kind of ultimately still sort of a control deck, I guess, right? I don't know if control deck's the right word. Combo deck maybe would be the most accurate way to describe it. I don't know. No way to kill Tick and Tock in this deck, though. I didn't even really look if there was a good one, you know? Like, Warlock obviously has way more reasonable routes. I don't think Hunter has any. Nothing that, like, readily comes to mind, anyway. Light Bomb would be a good option, maybe. Yeah, let's go Tick and Tock. Let's reload the hand here. Some good high-powered stuff, yeah? Do we, maybe you just play like a... Alien Encounters is what you play so that you can dump a card here, right? and then maybe just a banana. Yeah, you could go for like discover stuff, but I mean I just want to draw again, right? So this sort of technically has a little more value if I think about it, but I don't know, hand size is also kind of full, so maybe not that much value. 3 damage to all enemies eventually. 1/1 copy obviously can do some scary stuff. They need to transform or silence Tick and Tock. Otherwise, you know, it will die. I can buff this to kill off the Tick and Tock. Is that a good idea? Seems like a bad... Do I have another good way to kill off the Tick and Tock currently? No, right? Well, I mean, Fire Rack eventually, perhaps. I mean, the other side of the conversation here is we definitely just probably have lethal with, like, bananas, right? If we look closely... Does this have taunt? There's another side of this where it's like, I don't really want to win the boring way, but oh my god! What an insane hit. What skill? What an absolutely just insane hit. Unbelievable, dude. Insane hit from the opponent, honestly. I'm not even that mad because, like, what an insane hit. I don't even know what to play now, man. I just ripped more bananas, dude. Oh, what an insane hit. I don't know, dude. Like, I'm leaving Tick and Tock out again. They did. I mean, you know, that's kind of an interesting angle on this card too, right? Is that, like, you've got a problem that, like, you can't, if you remove it, your hand is dead. If you don't remove it, you know, I'm building this giant threat over and over again. I could maybe put all the bananas on it to really hone in on that friction, but I don't know if you want to go that hard because it's like, you know, they might still have some kind of surprising sneaky answer or steal it, or you never know, right? I don't know, but it's definitely a neat little 1-2 punch in that regard. That's pretty cool. It's like this 8/8 that they just cannot kill, and then if you're able to, you know, go hard and aggressive around it, then it's like they're stuck. And again, we have, like, potentially so many bananas. That does not have taunts. The opponent is just basically dead. They are extra giga dead here. We were just gonna go monkey business, and well, honestly, I guess you're probably better off just doing this bananas. Just get to 7, and then, I mean, we could do it all. We could give the Tick and Tock 45 million damage. That's an interesting game where Tick and Tock was more about the threat on board than the removal, right? Not exactly the expected way to go, but kind of a neat one to see anyway. Hey, this is the hand, dude. Warlock might be an interesting opponent too. Sometimes they want big full hands anyway. This is the stuff, dude. Perfect hand. Niall, I guess, would be cool to get down early too if we could. Yeah, turn 3, I guess, turn 4, turn 5. We could just throw in a Rangari for free next turn too, honestly. Egg Bearer. Oh, this is Egg Warlock. Oh my goodness. Well, that actually makes me a little nervous again. I don't know. How does that go? Oh. Do we like this better than Rangari? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Also this. What should we like better? 7 minions dying. Seems like it's not going to happen soon. I think it's this. This isn't really a great, you know, card right now either, frankly, but I think it's okay. You can actually play Rangari next turn, or I guess you probably play Rangari with Malik. I don't know. Neither one's really that interesting. Oh, that's a fine hit. Yeah. Niall here. There is a chance they cannot kill the Rangari this turn. But the weird thing is, like, it's like it's bait anyway, because I'm just discarding all of it regardless. Like, it's just bait. It just keeps them busy, right? Like, I don't care about getting the copies because it's gone anyway. Unless it lives into turn 5 or something. Even turn 5 is not really that relevant. I could, yeah, you can't save the coin for turn 5 either. So yeah, none of it really matters. So egg, like, what do we do once this pops out? We're just so screwed, right? Like, we have to somehow prevent it from popping out. But how do we kill my 8/8 on time? Like, yeah, I don't know. Seems like a problem. I need to play a slow deck, but I have not queued up against a slow deck all freaking day, dude. I've gotten a few wins against medium speed decks, I guess I'd say. Yeah, making me draw a card is actually pretty great because I don't get any value out of it, right? Yeah, I think we'll just Malik and go face. I don't care about that 1/1 right now. If anything, I actually kind of need stuff on board. Like, you know, if a 2020 comes out, like, yeah, sure, I'll be able to 8/8 trade into it and kill my 8/8, but like, I still got a big problem, which is the 2020 or 2012, I guess. Maybe with some bananas, I could just chip away enough to get it dead. I don't know. Hellfire, okay, sure. So 3 eggs to go. Drain Soul, okay. I am gonna get the 8/8 kind of for free this turn. Full hand incoming. I mean, Bob actually is pretty great. Bob can freeze the 2020 for a minute. Okay, that could be a way to get around all this. Rangari Creature is a way to make a turn next turn. Get one of the 3 drops down. Look for some poisonous or something. Oh god. Oh god. Wait, it's not time yet, right? They're just gonna get multiple eggs this turn. We're not there on the dude just yet. I mean, I gotta trade into that guy, I guess, right? I'm gonna go for like poisonous or something. I don't even know. Wait, what would I get? Oh, this guy gets poisonous. Yes. Okay. I dig it, dude. Let's go poisonous here. Even if it doesn't connect right now, you know, it makes them have to like think about it for a second, right? Like, oh crap, I got to deal with this before I deal with that, and then like, you know, maybe I can kill my guy in the meantime. I really don't have a good way to kill my guy, for the record. I can buff one of the eggs and trade in, I guess, but Hellfire, okay. So they are down to the final step of these eggs. Oh boy. That guy's a nasty beast now too. I got a lot of eggs still incoming, man. They're gonna kill the poisonous. Tick and Tock. I mean, what good does it do me at this stage, right? It's just like they have. I mean, I guess if I just trade into the 3/2, they have a bunch of eggs with maybe no way to activate them yet because I discarded their hand, right? They just have 4. They have to like top deck a way to activate it. You know what I mean? And then maybe I just go kill Jaden. Maybe I play another poisonous just in case they get 1 out. Yeah, that's actually probably a pretty good idea. Play another poisonous in case they get 1 out. But what am I playing with that? Maybe Huffer to go face? Well, I can't guarantee a Huffer because my hand is too full. I still have Bob the freeze for a turn 2 to buy me time. I think you just go kill Jaden, actually. I don't know. Do you just go kill Jaden to give yourself a win condition here? Or do you have to have a poisonous for a top deck? Maybe you have to have a poisonous. I kind of hate that you have to have the poisonous, but I think it's probably right. And then you go Marin, Houndmaster, or Creature. None of those are very interesting. I guess you go here and just play a whatever guy. Misha or Huffer. I think you play Huffer to just send more damage face, because you might just have a check on face too. So they're top decking. I mean, obviously they get 2 cards per turn with life tap, which kind of sucks, but maybe just 1 dude at a time comes out and that gives me a chance. Oh my god, that's gonna for sure give them a way to find an to get one of these out at least. Yeah, boy, oh boy, that draws them another card. Like, what good did it do to empty their hand, bro? Could have conflagrated this too, but would have changed the math a bit. No, don't kill 2 out. No, if they get 2, I'm so cooked. Oh my god. So cooked. Now you almost feel like you got a bob. Like, you don't actually have to bob, but you feel like you almost got a bob. Bananas. I can go 8 bananas. That's not enough. That's 12 damage. I mean, this is just always happening, right? I think. Monkey Business, Houndmaster. I mean, Creature of Madness sometimes has plays, but not really. I think you just go Misha here. Does this always give you Huffer and Misha? I don't actually know how it works. I don't know. I don't think you bob yet, right? Like, I just don't think we're desperate enough yet. I mean, in-time Murazon makes no sense either. Should I have just killed Jaden sooner is another question I don't know the answer to. Do you hit these guys for 8 just because you know your Huffers are going to die? Like, and you just have to chunk through this? I got to find 8 more damage, though? Like, how does that happen? 4 bananas on a Misha? And I still got 2 more of these to deal with, you know? And I still got Umbra, too. Like, I just... There's no way. They just draw too many cards. Like, what good does it do to empty the opponent's hand when they just reload like insane? You know, it doesn't do any good. There's so much card draw, not just because of hero power, but just like in the game in general. Like, card draw is so free that like top decking, oh my god, that is not the amulet I expected them to take, to be honest. Commons, I don't know, probably not really very good. So I can't kill this right now, but you know, based on current interactions, just go to 8. I need 4 bananas, that leaves 6. They bounced the Grift, though, which that totally tracks. I get it. Can't go Murazon yet, right? That doesn't make any sense. I would love, honestly, I'd love to kill Jaden, but I don't think you can leave that out, right? Also, what demons do you get that win the game? You know, that's the other side of it. That's the problem, is like, what demons do you get? There's no demons that win you the game. Oh, I hate that like nothing interesting or good is able to be done here. Like, next turn I could go 4 bananas and tracking into anything. I mean, Monkey Business is pretty sweet, I guess. Like, it's kind of just, I mean, it's basically the same cost though. That's just playing 4. It's more expensive than just playing 4 bananas. Oh my god, why does every turn suck? All right, I'm gonna do this and just somehow magically pretend I'm alive. I don't know. I don't think we have a lot of choices that are any good. So we're just gonna do this and magically pretend that we're alive. It seems pretty nigh on impossible that we'd ever be alive here, but I don't know. I'm just thinking about demons. I'm thinking about, you know, I don't know. Bob gives me a turn. Murazond out of pure utter desperation does not seem good, but might happen. I don't know. Opponent clearly has just an insane number of cards. I'm dead to Grifta plus any other damage if he gets steal. Oh boy. Well, I mean, Bob's gonna freeze, but again, to what end, you know? Like, to what end? Is there any demon board clear that's any good? Or like, you know what I mean? Like any... That's a sick card, generally speaking, but it's just not going to do the job right now. So I guess you go Bob. You just freeze with Bob for a second here. I thought about running Youthful Brewmasters in this deck. Not that I really think it would do any good. Any minions in hand? I was thinking about, like, can you take a Ceaseless or something, but there's no... Even that wouldn't really be good, to be honest. This probably just dies. Was that the last health drink? No. I mean, maybe that's okay if it does. I don't know. I just need to dump cards here. Not a big deal. This card's sick, actually, by the way. It's like really insane card to be in the pool, but I just don't have any board clears. I can like trade it next turn maybe and play Murazond and somehow have just the most unlikely prayer in the world that's somehow... There's no world where that wins, though. I mean, we know it doesn't win because they can just pop out 2020s and hit me the second turn. Like, we know that's literally impossible to win. Is there any demon that magically finds a win here? There's just not any demon, right, that wins the game. There's no demon on Earth. There's no ceaseless demon, right? This is actually really sick, but still not enough. It does cost 0 for the record. So, I mean, like, it's free. It's literally free. So I guess you play it, and you play Murazond. I mean, you know, it's marginally better than your Murazond, right? It may actually not really be better, but it's marginally better than you think anyway. Is there any like Draco Rex? Is there any like, I'm just thinking, is there any like any world? There's no world this wins. This is just always dooming you to failure. This guy is so sick, but just not relevant, right? This is cool, but unlikely to matter. Probably pops this open anyway. I know my luck, dude. Probably gives them a 20/20 no matter what. That's actually the second worst result, right? It's technically a little better than giving them an extra 20 damage, but hilariously the worst result, of course, which means we're very dead here. I don't think there's any demons to get you out of this anyway, so you know, not important. But they don't even need a second turn here, do they? Maybe they do actually technically need the second turn. Abusive Sergeant gets played in these decks. That's crazy work. I love it. I love it. Well, guys, can we survive with the opponent's 105 damage on board? I mean, we gave it a go, right? I think that's probably as an interesting of a loss as I'm gonna get, right? Like as far as like emptying your hand, but I think it really showcased a core problem with this game plan is that like even if you do empty the opponent's hand, it's still really hard to win the game because card draw is just so pervasive, particularly Warlock card draw, but you know, anyway, really for most decks, it's just so hard to actually turn that into a victory. And now a word from our sponsor. Yeah, did you know I've been using the exact same deck tracker for 8 years now? It's the Hearthstone deck tracker by hsreplay.net, and I use the legacy theme, which people always ask me about because they love the way it looks. But for real, I checked. My very first video using Hearthstone deck tracker was Quest Warlock in Journey to Unguro. Hey Regis, what is the card add-on you have in the background? And this is Hearthstone deck tracker. That is an amazing run. You know, from day one, I've used it to remember which cards are in my deck, a surprisingly difficult thing to do when you're streaming. But nowadays, it has all of these just crazy advanced features. You can hover over any card to see its related cards or tokens it might generate, or just highlight any possible synergies from your deck, which is especially nice for tutored card draw. There are tons of live counters that help you keep up with your opponent's cards and win conditions. And for me personally, the Mulligan guide is super useful to plan your early turns. So yeah, if you somehow haven't downloaded Hearthstone Deck Tracker in the last 8 years of watching me, I think it's finally time to download it right now for free at hsreplay.net. You might even find a handsome fellow on their website.